Hey guys, Lee Keeper, Double Haul Fly Fishing. Welcome to a new format for the Double Haul Fly Fishing newsletter and Kenai River Fly Fishing report. This is new for me. I've tried to put out newsletters in the past and stay pretty consistent with it, but that has been more or less a fail just because it's been hard to put that information in written form out and do it correctly on a regular basis, especially when I'm out on the water a lot. But as a lot of you guys know, I do video work, so this is a little bit more up my alley, and why I didn't do it in the first place is beyond me. But what's really going to be exciting is I'm going to be able to share visually a lot more of the stuff that I would have put in writing before, and I think it's going to be a great way for you guys to up your game, even if you're not out on the water a little bit, get some information on what's happening on the river, and just stay up to date if you give a damn about double haul fly fishing, man. I try to keep it fun, and hopefully you guys feel like my family, and you guys definitely are a big part of my day, so that's why I try to share as much as I can and keep you guys up with what's in the loop. So what's been going on lately? There's been some fishing going on lately. If you follow me on Instagram, at Alaska Fly Guide is my name. Been lucky enough to run into some king salmon out on the Kenai River. It's really kind of the Super Bowl of spay fishing in my opinion. Super difficult, long cast, heavy tip, big flies, and coupled with that, every single little condition on the river has to be perfect for it to work out. And they have been. Over the last couple days, I've been pretty fortunate. I've put in a lot of hours over the last few years and had nothing to show for it. And finally this year I got shined down upon and found a few beautiful dime bright king salmon out there. Could not be more stoked, more happy to be out there fishing. Heard some great fishing reports from the Kasilof. Most of you guys out there know I don't really do much back trolling for king salmon, but I do have a lot of people that I know in my circle that are excellent guides and have been giving me some great reports from the Kasilof. Good runs of fish, some days even hitting 15 to 20 takedowns a day, which is pretty awesome compared to the last few years. We've been pretty fortunate. Hopefully it stays this way. That being said, there are also a lot of sockeyes coming up. For those of you going up to the upper river in June on the 11th for the opener, I hope you guys are going to have a great time up there. Most of that first run fish obviously goes up the Russian River, so they're kind of limited to that refuge section of the upper Kenai between Ski Lac Lake and the Russian River. But it's looking like it's going to be a good year just from the numbers of sockeyes I've seen rolling downriver. One may be able to go out and get some downriver. It's that time of year. It's not like a July push of fish where you're in the multiple thousands every day, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 fish. I'm not sure how many are coming in, but they're rolling all over. So that's always a good sign, and hopefully the upper river will have some good stuff to show for it. That being said, we got Anchor River, Deep Creek, and Nilchik, the Southern Peninsula. Have not been down there personally in quite a while. Those openers are typically only on a few weekends and also on Wednesdays sometimes. Check the regs, double check that. But I've seen some pictures of fish getting pulled out. I haven't heard that it's been really completely off the hook and they're coming in crazy, but there are some fish down there, so those of you looking to get out and do some fishing, as long as the water levels are correct and the clarity is good, you've got a pretty good chance of getting down there. So what's on tap? As I said, it's June the 6th, and we have 5 days until the opener. Upper Kenai opens, and then the refuge section of the middle Kenai from Ski Lac Lake down to the lower Keeley. I'm really hoping it's going to be a good year. The water levels are setting up just about right. We have some great clarity, and actually the flows are down, which is great for those of us who like to spay fish. Raise your hand. This guy. We're going to have some great swing water for the opener, and I'm really excited about it. I believe I have clients booked up until the 16th, but there are a couple days after that. If anybody's looking to get out, do some swinging, this is the time. And pretty much for the next couple weeks until sometime in September when the water level drops and the glacier starts freezing again and the Kenai comes down. That's our time period for swinging. Early, late, late. So if you're looking to get out, maybe do a little spay casting instruction as well. Give me a call. Let's get on out. July, it's looking to be a great year for sockeyes. And as all of you know, most of my focus is on trout. And with good sockeye runs come pretty good trout fishing as well. So I'm looking forward to that. On tap, Kasiloff's going to be fishing good for king salmon all the way through July. As I said before, I don't do a lot of that myself, but if you guys are looking to get out, feel free to please give me a call. I'll give you firsthand recommendation and help you set up your trip for king salmon if you're looking to get out there. I am, though, looking to do some hosted trips this fall. This spring, potentially to Cuba, maybe down to Prince of Wales Island. I don't know, kind of setting that up yet, but just want to throw it out. I want you guys to shoot me an email if you're ever interested in getting out on one of those. I will keep you updated with what I find out and what I'm able to get set up, but there's some pretty exciting stuff. My good friend Anthony just got back from Cuba and found some great fishing and some really good lodging, and at a pretty reasonable price point, kind of not a do-it-yourself deal, but not through a big main lodge. So we're gonna see how that sets up. If we're able to set up a group trip down there, we're happy to have you guys and happy to fish with you as well. So let's talk a little bit about fly selection for the opener while we get a shot. Leeches, little mini sculpins, blacks, greens, black and red. All are going to be awesome out there. They always are. Black and red's always a great color. You want to throw Dalai Lamas? I know a lot of you guys throw Dalai Lamas. I'm personally a fan of something a little bit lighter, a little bit easier to cast, but they work just as well. Also, don't be afraid to take some old flesh out there with you, because you got to remember, as the water levels rise in the spring, all those old carcasses that have been sitting up on the bank, especially with boats going by, start to get washed in. So those fish are on the feed for old flesh fairly often. So keep some dirty socks in your back pocket and you should be good. And that's just about it, guys. I really appreciate it. Check out the rest of my newsletter down below. As always, if you've been out with me and you wanted to fill out a TripAdvisor report, I'd be very grateful. That always helps out. Getting reviews online and helps me, and I really appreciate every one of you. Thanks for sticking through it with me through this first video newsletter. I'm sure they're going to get better, and at the end of them, I'm planning on putting some video clips from the past week, maybe some photos and whatnot. So stay tuned for another probably 1 minute. I'll put some great little pictures and videos out there. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it.